Hello, YouTube. We are going to be going over how to cheese range top laners. I have a few games. We played against 3 range top laners today. And then I have another example from the past as well against Tenacity's Gnar. He is an academy pro player. So he knows what he's doing. But we also have a game against a Lulu, who we killed level 2, and a without ignite, and another Gnar, where we lost this game, but we did get a big advantage early from our cheese, and also a Corki. There's there are a few. I run into a decent amount of Corki top players actually. Surprisingly enough, it's kind of weird, but there are a few of them floating through Diamond and Masters even. And this guy has, 70% win rate on Corki, one of his best champs. So it's not as troll that he's playing it top, but he's definitely not like a Corki top main. But he does play it when he gets top. But yeah, this is one of my challenger accounts from last season. It's struggling a little bit, but we're on the upswing, starting to do some no mic, no cam gaming, and we're going up. So yeah, let's get into it. Let me pull up one of the games. We're gonna start with the Lulu game, I believe. We're gonna be using low-key GG to look at these replays. So the basic premise behind the level 1 cheese is you start E and you go W level 2 and you kill people, or you get push and you pressure dive. It's pretty OP. It beats most range top laners. There's only the only one that's really sus is like Teemo if he goes grasp, ignite, and starts cloth armor. Also, you might see some smack talk in chat, which is actually pretty funny. Let me move my cam real quick. It's actually pretty troll. Throw it there for now. My Shaco, Zillion says to camp the Lulu. My Shaco says, "Yo Zil, I'm better than you. I do what I want. I'm gonna mute you, by the way." So then we get this back and forth of you're muted, I can't hear you, la 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 la. You can't see me, I'm invisible. It's pretty dumb. I'm 2 feet taller. I got owned. He's 2 feet taller than me. Okay, so Lulu actually leashes. Or she doesn't leash, but she's late to lane. I'm gonna throw this back over here. Fog. So Lulu's late to lane. So I actually do want to push a little bit. So normally, if they're not late to lane, there's a couple things you can do. So if you're against someone that you don't really just want to jump on inside of their range creeps, like Teemo with the setup I mentioned before, or a Quinn, maybe it's another one, I don't know. You can just sit in the bush and just be ready to CS with your E. If they don't hit the wave, you can just quickly EE, or you step out of the wave, maybe you hit a minion and then you E away, whatever. But I do feel comfortable pushing into Lulu and try to rush that level 2 and get the one shot on her. Level 2 with either Empower W, or if you have to double dash, maybe you end up using your empowered ability on your E. So I walk up to dash on her. She's just walking all the way away, which is strange. This is a bit of like a flute case. It's not really the basic. It's actually, we don't really have a basic example in this one of just like both top laners come into lane, you dash on them past their creeps. So the basic premise is you dash on them when they go to auto you. You auto them 3 times, proc PTA, and then your E is still barely up and you E away. and it's pretty good. And you don't need attack speed in your runes for your E to still be up after the PTA. But there will be like a lot of nuances where you end up, you know, not getting the full 3 autos, or like maybe you can't get pushed. Maybe they hit level 2 first, or maybe you want to trade a lot of HP to guarantee that you get push. There is nuance to it. But I wait till she turns to hit me, and then I E back on her, or rather I turn away so she'll turn around. So I turn away. So then you see, like, she thinks I turned away, so she actually turns back in, even though I'm already dashing. It's very slowed down. So, but the thing about this one is I'm hardly reaching her because she's spacing well and has long auto range. So I'm actually already in max auto range. So if I were to keep going on her, I wouldn't be able to hit her again. So I actually walk away, and then I E on her again because she turns to auto me. And I just get a second auto. I don't go for a third, just to get a little chunk, get some fury, get a little chunk, so we can look to one-shot her level 2. It doesn't really matter what you do level 1. You can kind of play it off of feel, or, you know, just get a feel for it. I don't know. I feel like I could have done this better, but it still ends up working out. So I hop in the bush for a second to maybe drop an auto. I don't think I should go for this creep. I should just wait for this one, because it's a shorter path out of the bush, and she might be CSing this creep, so I could do it at the same time. But I actually probably shouldn't take that auto, and I could have taken a Q too if she hit it. Range creeps, you can definitely give up range creeps while you're waiting for your level 2. So I don't ever really care about getting the level 2 CS. I'm just trying to make sure I hit it. Just trying to make sure I hit level 2. So I get level 2. I spacebar my cam, which is bad. You generally don't want to spacebar. You don't want to lock your cam when you're dashing or flashing, because it can throw off your mouse placement. What I mean by that is my mouse is... It was over here, and now when you press spacebar, your mouse like jumps over here. So that can throw you off. But I just double dash on her. If she was lower, I could just flash auto W and then auto E and just one shot, but we don't quite have enough damage on her to do that. So we just double dash, shred her armor a little bit. Wow, she only has 26 now. How much did she have? 35. Ooh, nutty. So it actually does force her flash. I don't think she should have flashed, but it does force her flash. We would have gotten one more auto, maybe 2 more autos. I think it was 1. So now we have push, because she has to be scared. I have flash W now. The threat of flash W is really strong. So I was going for a ward here, just in case the enemy jungle did like red Krugs, then look top or whatever. But then I realized, what am I doing? I have kill pressure on this guy. So I'm just looking to... I actually need to flash auto W here, because I don't have enough damage for W. And if you do it right, no one's really gonna react fast enough to auto W, to flash auto W. It depends. Sometimes they can, and that blows. But if you get a read on the player, like I have a read on this guy that he's not that comfortable, is what it felt like to me based off how he played the level 1. So I thought I could get away with flash auto W here, and then an auto E out for lethal. So I flash auto W, auto. Where's the auto? There it is. And we double E out and get triumph, and we don't die. So I should play it in full speed first, probably. So just wait for him to hit me, and then we combo. How much did I live with, by the way? 8 HP? Calculated. So here, now I'm just looking at my buy. I know she's gonna TP back. But I'm just trying to get XP for as many melees as I can before I leave. So I'm trying to get these 2 melees, but I end up missing the CS, miss a lot of CS this lane phase, but whatever. Now I'm trying to get XP for this melee. She doesn't chase me into the bush, so I don't need to run away. You have to be careful of home guard, TP, move speed. It's a lot of move speed when you kill someone and they TP back. So I'm just soaking this XP. I actually cancel my base to soak this XP too, since I didn't have my buy yet. And then I throw in some more shit talk with the Shaco. Oh, whoops. Oh god, now it's gonna be hard to line that up. I don't have this snap turned on. Okay, one more. Fuck. Yeah, and now the wave's pushing back into me. Shaco's coming top side. So like all of that happening, me being able to play aggressive early enables us to then look for another top play. I actually think I should have burned my Q on the wave a couple seconds earlier, so then my Q would be up right now and this play would be easier. So I'm just like straight up inting to set up this play for Shaco. Also, whenever you're fighting in a wave like this, you should try to use your empowered Q. So yeah, I misplayed this. I definitely could have like gotten my Q up earlier and then got an empowered Q, and this play wouldn't even be as close. But I'm literally just inting to bait for Shaco to kill her. And now we have our snowball started. We die to Lee because we're a giant fat noob. But I'm able to TP back. We get wards on Lee, and now I just have so much kill pressure on this guy. We're gonna go to a different replay in a second here, but I'll just show you how easy it is when you have an item advantage and you have kill pressure from full HP. So this is a good trick. Just pay attention to your fury. You get 2 fury per minion you hit with your E. So I know I'm only gonna get maximum 9 if I hit both of these, just 7 if I hit this one. So I get 9, so I can just double dash on her. And I'm just walking and waiting for my W. And look at the damage. It's just not even close. And then my Q has extra range, so I make sure to just lead with my autos, and then fade away with the Q for the extra range. And sick. That's how we cheesed the lane phase on Lulu. It was super messy too. I didn't even play it that well. It was super messy. But it worked out. And even if it doesn't work out, well, actually, if it doesn't work out, you might go 0-10, and that's just kind of the reality. If you don't know how to come back, or like at least like you'll burn the enemy range top laner's flash or something, and then you'll both be like on awkward buys. The wave might be weird for them. It'll probably be weird for you, but like you can just keep making the game messy for the range top laner and try to play with your jungler, and like maybe it'll work out if it gets super funky. So now we're gonna look at this replay versus Gnar. Oh, I could also show my runes for these games as well. My runes for this Lulu game. Also, the better my teams do, the worse my score ends up being. Because in this Lulu game, I actually like half carry. Okay, I didn't carry the early game, but my score was really good. And then I just kept running it because the game was so boring. It was so over. But this was my build. Just started longsword 3-pot. Went second win demolish. I think demolish is really good if you are good at snowballing your matchups. Tenacity. La basic stuff. And then we're gonna look at this Corki game. Corki ended up going 2-6 in this game. We got a nice 1v2 in this game as well. So we went attack speed this game. We didn't really need the tenacity. I went demolish again. I don't know if there's really another option other than second win. I think bone plating could be good for the level 1. It lasts for 1.5 seconds, so probably not worth it. Same stuff. Yeah, and we start E versus Corki as well, so let's pull it up. I feel like I'm yelling, dude. So I need a chill song. So level 1, I get this ward. I think this ward is really good if you're gonna play aggressive early. You just if you ever have like a winning level one where you're not scared, the only time you don't go for this ward is when you're just scared level 1. or if you really, yeah, I mean, you can pretty much always put this ward down on an enemy blue. It doesn't really even matter what the enemy jungler does, but if they don't full clear, the ward is more valuable if they have like options. So Kindred has a lot of options, so I really want this ward. And I actually dash across here because I want to beat the minions. So you can see they're in front of tower. So I want to beat them before they see me, so I can try to cheese this Corki in between the wave. So I actually don't win all in versus Corki level 1. If I were to straight all in him, he would beat me because he has lethal tempo and would get a second Q off. But I still wanted to try to deny him these creeps, which he's aware of. So he actually walks up and Qs the creeps. So we both end up getting XP, but I get a really big chunk on him and he doesn't Q me. Also, I think I actually would win the level 1. Maybe I should have just straight all in him, to be honest. Maybe I should E back on top of him. It's a bit risky because they can back up to tower and then they're safe to just keep hitting you. So I'm not really sure if I had enough. I do think I should have played more in his face and just walked at him. And then if I were to walk away after he backs up, and then E on him, I don't think he would end up getting XP for these, or I'd get like a really big trade because he would have to walk up really far. The other thing is I took range creep aggro. I think if I took a step down before autoing him, I wouldn't have taken this aggro. Yeah, we got a chunk on him. 3 autos, PTA, E out. It's like really OP. It's really disgusting that you can dash in, get a PTA proc, and then just dash out. Sorry, I should play these full speed. Sorry, play full speed. And it's just that easy. Like, what goes from maybe like an annoying lane, you're not really sure what to do. You start Q, he's poking you. You try to maybe like walk at him and see if he fails his auto spacing to like hit a Q. You just kill him level 2 and you just snowball the whole game. It's really, really OP, and it's not that hard. So we see the setup here. So you always hit level 2 off the first creep on the second wave, the first melee on the second wave. That's like basic thing everyone knows. But I also needed to make sure that I didn't lose XP level 1 because I'm doing this play. So we look at my XP level 1 and I'm over half, which means I got all 3. If I only got 2, I would be under half. But the one thing to look out for, especially if you like messed up the wave by trading level 1, so like things got wonky because I took range creep aggro, is if there are 2 range creeps alive like this, there are 2 alive, you won't get level 3. There can only be 1 wave range creep alive from the first wave for you to still get level 2. So I have to kill this one too, which I'm aware of, which it doesn't matter in this one because it would have died anyway. Actually, it wouldn't have. So I need to make sure I'm eating on both of these. And the other thing is, don't actually stop to hit you want to get like as much surprise as possible on your level 2 spikes if you're playing for them. So here you see I go really fast. I just walk forward, and man, this habit of spacebarring while I dash is so bad. It throws me off a lot, actually. It's a really old bad habit. It's kind of like how I would always attack move, or I would always close my eyes when I flash W someone. I would literally close my eyes and left click for attack move. I still do it sometimes. You'll see me on stream, I'll like blink when I flash on someone. It's so bad. But yeah, we double dash on both of them as soon as we can and just dash on him. Auto W auto will kill. He flashes our W, we follow with W, so then we're able to get an easy auto after. Pog. Gary. Pog. Let's see what we do after. So we have 650 gold. We're healthy enough to push in. Kind of trying to save my pots. Okay, so this was bad. I actually think Corki is so squishy, I can easily dive him with level 3 pushing in if he's still level 2. If I keep my HP, because I'm going to have to tank like 3 tower shots probably. It looks like I'm actually waiting for wave 4, which can work too. Did I get level 4 off of wave 4? Oh, I was playing for TP back, right? This is another thing you can do, which is pretty strong, is you kill the melee. If you're slow pushing in a wave, you kill the melees, or like 2 of them here, and then you recall and TP back as it's crashing. I made sure to back up out of his Q range, and I was pinging Fiddle for the dive here, but he didn't actually come. I pinged right now. I should have pinged more though. If you want to go for like a dive play that's not completely obvious to the enemy jungle, you have to ping a lot, especially if they have another play. So I should have pinged like on my way. I should have pinged the tower. I should have pinged Corki. So actually straight just go for this dive, because I realized the range creeps were in, which I don't think works out that well for me, but we do get him. Play at full speed first. So it's not really a great play, but it does like work out. It's fine, right? Because now the wave's coming into me. I have another long sword, so I'll have good kill pressure onto him. The only thing about it is I'm level 4. Oh, is he level 4 too, actually? Oh, that's kind of why it was hard. I think it would have been easier if I had 100 Fury, but it's hard to get the wave in versus a ranged champion with 100 Fury. So we just walk up. We always turn. You should try to learn, if you're going to start tower diving a lot, where you do like hard plays in a wave. I misclick all the time, man. Attack champions only is fucking OP. I put it on my caps lock. I have it so it's a toggle. So basically, if my caps lock is on, then my attack champions only is on. So it's pretty strong. It's pretty useful. So this is kind of awkward. I mean, I just walk up and I auto empower W, the basic, and then I mean, whatever. I just do the basic combo. I EQ auto, Panther combo, and I E through, and it doesn't kill, which is a bit awkward. I think I should be saving my E there and like follow him. Just commit to the 1-for-1. But if my jungler's not diving here, I think it's perfectly fine to not dive. I didn't need to TP back either. I could just be patient for the wave to come back into me, because these 3 creeps are gonna die. The wave's gonna come out to like here. I can still pressure trades. Maybe I can force this W out and then just like dash back. The other thing is that Kindred is topside, so I could have been looking for a play onto her with Fiddlesticks instead, which would have been better. But let's see how I snowball it real fast, and then we'll go on to the Gnar game. So this is actually a bit troll. So I saw Kindred topside, and I see her Gromp is down right now, but we saw her topside for this. I should see that her Gromp is spawning now, but I tab out. So she actually went to Wolves and then is still on Gromp right now, which I didn't realize. I was kind of thinking in my head, there's no way Kindred's still topside, but she is. This guy burns his W to get a CS, which could be an obvious sign, if I was paying more attention, that Kindred is still here after full clearing their topside. If they clear up to Gromp, or if their top laner is pushing out, junglers will very often look for an inlane gank. So it's not really even that surprising. So I'm just playing for Empower W here, but I actually think for playing for Empower Q at these levels, if you don't need the extra stun time, is just as much damage. Until you get more raw AD, the base damage of your Q is like your Empower Q just does just as much bonus damage as your Empower W compared to your normal W. So here I could literally just dash, auto, take a step back, W. I mean, I don't even need to use my second dash, honestly. It should just be like this, take a step back, E, so I'm like right on top of him. We take a step back, so we're right on top of him. And then it'd be like auto W, and then either just keep autoing and then Empower Q, or I'd probably need to dash again, and then I might die to Kindred. But if I was really playing around the Kindred gank, I could potentially save my second E, basically. And also I think Empower Q is just better a lot of the time. I think auto W into Empower Q actually does like more damage, or not necessarily more damage, but the heal makes it worth it, because it does about the same damage. But yeah, then Kindred is actually topside again when I come back into my lane. So I'm just gonna slow push out and then get 100 Fury and dive with 6 here was my plan. But then I'm trying to protect my pink, and this was actually a mistake by me. I just wasn't tracking the jungler correctly, but we're not really going over jungle tracking right now or doing a real review. We're just showing range cheese. Sorry, these songs are not as chill as I wanted. These are, I need to get a chill playlist, bro. We'll do this playlist next. Okay, cool. But we end up getting a big outplay here, which I kind of want to show the stream version because it's cooler. Give me 1 second. Log champ. All right, let's see the big dick plays. He's nuts. Delayed dab pog. Pretty hype. Not bad. But yeah, let's go to the Gnar replay. This is pretty basic. Might as well run through it. Kindred flashes on me. I E. I auto W, which probably W. I didn't need to auto W because I don't need the extra damage. Just W into EQ auto. It's probably faster. But actually, the extra auto did end up giving me enough Fury for my Empower Q. So that's pretty good. And then I'm just being manly as fuck until my Q comes back up. Not bad. Let's go to the Gnar game. Sorry, I'm just hiding it because I have like its monitor capture, so it's like weird. Shows my monitor at the start of every replay. Oh my god, you guys would see my Streamlabs, so embarrassing. So this is our Gnar game. Neither of my Gnar examples, I'm gonna have this example and then the next example versus Tenacity. Neither of my Gnar examples are like that standard. None of these are really that standard. The enemy top laner kind of played it weird in all of them, but you'll have it not standard almost as much as you'll have it standard, I would think. So this one actually is pretty standard. So he's just in lane, fine. I actually think I think versus Gnar, it might be better to sit in river and try to hard cheese. I don't know. I've had a lot of failures trying to hard cheese Gnar. So I'm kind of trying to chill out and do something more like this, where I just take the creeps and then I E in, E out, like he is bone plating. So just E in, auto, get his bone plating, pop a pot, E out. Now I kind of have push. I don't think going for the range creeps is really even worth, to be honest. Now I'm trying to get level 2 before he gets level 2. But we end up getting it at the same time. But this is fine. Don't tunnel on the cheese. I think that's what I've done too much in this matchup. Don't tunnel on just like getting the cheese. If the range champion can't harass you because you have E and Empower W, that's totally fine. You get wave control. That's huge. That's great, man. You can probably pressure a solo dive at some point too. Or like what I like to do, if I get pushed on a range champ or any champ, I'll just straight up dash. They're playing 1,000 range back. I'll dash, flash W them, chunk them out. Trade my flash for either forcing them to TP back or set up a dive. It's worth. But this one I actually go Q level 2 because he's playing so safe and he's hitting Mega. So I actually try Q level 2. I think I could just go W level 2 here, but I'm also afraid of him jumping away was the other thing. But if I have auto W here, it's pretty good. Also, if I have auto W here, I don't have to dash away without taking a hit. But here I don't dash away either, and I still only take 1 hit, so that's fine. Save my Fury. So I do think W would be good. I think I'm just paranoid because it's gone so poorly so many times. So here's what I'm talking about. I actually just flash on him here to chunk him out. And there you can see the normal W, auto W with empowered Q does pretty much as empowered W would do. But also heals you. So he actually has to TP back. I actually kind of wish I waited to do this so I could deny him more, or I wish I was like pushing harder. I don't actually know if it was worth it here, but it does get things kicked off and it starts giving you some tools to play with. You know, like his TP is down, I have HP advantage, I have XP advantage, I have CS advantage, maybe not CS advantage, but now I can go get a buy. His TP is down. Sure, I don't have flash, but it gets things a bit spicy. So if you're the better player, you can work with those variables better, potentially. It's one way to think about it. The other way to think about it is potentially it was a bad play and not really worth it since I didn't get to dive him. But it is okay, because if you look at his items, I have a long sword advantage, so not bad. So here I test him. I see what I just dash on him, see what he does. If he were to jump away, I would just dash out. My W would probably reach him because he probably wouldn't jump too fast. So I proc PTA, he still doesn't jump away. I auto again for empowered Q, and we punish him for being super greedy. But this comes with experience and reflection, but having a response and also just instinct, paying attention when you go for these trades, how they go, just pay attention and you'll learn through experience the different options you have if you're being creative. And let me test a little bit. But yeah, they're like, because this trade could go like 4 different ways, you know, like he could jump on me, my fury could be different, maybe he jumps away without my W reaching him, maybe he jumps away with my W stunning him, maybe I lead with Q as he jumps away and then I E out, maybe I do this trade, he jumps away, I take a step away, he walks into me, I dash back on top of him. Like, how do all of those go? You know, what are you gonna respond to what he does? But you can't overthink it. You've got to learn over time and through experience. So here we are just playing our range. We're pressuring him. Yeah, he's gonna hit Mega, but I have Fury and an item advantage, so I'm wiggling back and forth. He walks into our range. We dash forward. We get the W off. We Q. Actually kind of troll it, but I end up hitting it. Also, the other thing is just like this small movement thing, which shouldn't even work, but it does. They're gonna W in this line straight through you, right? This is what he's looking at. He's waiting for the stun to end so he can W. Especially like this is like the normal line trading up away from the minions. He W's down this way, but I literally I'm not even dodging. I just take a step up this way and he's literally just whiffing his W. So like it wasn't even enough of a dodge where it should do anything, but explaining like how it works. So then we play our window. Should have gotten a free kill here. So I'm just sitting here trying to pressure dive. So he either runs away and then I run under tower, hit the creep, get enough fury for my W, and then kill him once it's up, or he clears the wave as fast as possible and then I kill him because the wave is still going to be there because it's cannon wave. So basically I'm trying to pressure this route under his tower so he can't run away. So he's pressured to clear the wave. I get fury. I try to dodge his W. I don't really like my dodges. They should really be 90 this way. To just be like 90 degrees off of him. This is a straight line. It should be straight that way, but I move more this way, like up the lane. Isn't very good, but we do dodge it. We auto W. And then he actually has unflinching, so he has a lot of tenacity right now. He has 30% tenacity. So yeah, he lives with 1 HP, which is a bit of a tragedy. I thought I had time to EQ. Definitely could have just killed him with anything other than my E. An auto or a Q would have worked. And then I type unflinching to my chat. We push the wave, we recall, and then we are just slow pushing out into him again. So then I say, can look top dive if he goes tired. So I kind of want to force him to go mega here, but he's not really doing anything. He's not hitting the wave. It's hard to dive. You can't really dive Mega Gnar from full HP. So our dive play is probably not going to end up working. So I just go for like random trade to chunk him out, get his cooldowns, and then back up for Lilia coming in. Lilia comes in, she gets slow on him. We had a good setup, and we actually reach our W, which I don't think we should have. I think he should have just ran away, but it would still be fine. He would be chunked out. She could play for Krugs. But normally in lanes like these, I feel like most of you guys are probably doing nothing when there's actually a lot you could be trying to do. So if you're able to do even a fraction of this stuff and force the enemy top laners to respond correctly, you can force a lot of mistakes. You can force plays. You can force trades of cooldowns. So then if you're the better player, you end up making that work in your favor, or just you're the champion with more kill pressure. Then here, he does have bone plating. I wasn't really sure, but I don't think it matters because I have 100 Fury. I have ult. So we just go for fast combo. Pog. So what I do that's different than some Renekton players is I usually auto after my auto W. So I auto W, ult, and then I auto E when a lot of people will just not auto. Sorry, I auto before my W and after, but a lot of people will not auto after their W. They will just EQ auto cancel. But I actually think autoing after your W and then probably pausing so your auto comes back off cooldown. You pause for a little bit, then you E. By the end of your E, your auto's back off cooldown, and then you can do your Panther combo. But I actually don't do that, but my auto comes off here. So it's just like a little bit faster getting that auto in before you do your EQ. Makes your next auto come up a little bit faster if you need that extra damage. So yeah, we kill him. I think this is kind of overstaying, but I think I decided to stay for my full prowlers, which is worth. Actually, no, I was just overstaying, but we do end up getting our full prowlers. I was like trying to take the full tower, which is bad. So basically, you get 2 moves after someone dies. So this guy dies, so I'm pushed in, so I'm gonna get to do like a decent amount forward. So basically, I get 2 moves. He's dead. He's dead for 14 seconds. If I don't want to lose full tempo, I get 2 moves. If I don't care about losing tempo and him getting to shove the wave into me, I can get 3 moves. So my 2 moves are taking a plate, which was only half a plate, but it does take a while to take, and then clearing the wave. So then the wave would be cleared, and then he's up, and then if I don't want to lose tempo and have him be able to deny me the next wave, I need to recall now. But now I'm going for a 3rd move, which actually isn't a move at all, isn't even 1 move. Could be considered 2 because it takes so long to take this plate. But that's how I think about it in my head. It's pretty useful for me. Let's go to the 3rd example. This one's actually from a matchup review that I never uploaded. Look at me with my facial hair in the middle of winter. This was this in fall actually? No, this was spring split for wait, actually I don't know what this was. I think this was fall. This was after like Worlds. I was like a depressed G2 fan was my intro. I danced in this actually. I danced at the start of this, so I was like out of breath here. It was a bit cringe, which is part of the reason I didn't upload it. Let me turn off my music.
Me playing Renekton versus Gnar on an off-stream game. Oh my god.
Stream one off stream? Oh my god, the runes are popping up.
The best Renekton in the entire
Dude, this
world.
shit is so quiet. I think.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
All right, so this is me.
I don't know if you guys can even hear this, but but yeah, Lilia's on our red right now. And then Gnar's here, but I still go for this cheese. Let's hear what I have to say.
Of like Twitch being here too, and like looking for a cheese or something, but I don't think I'll die to it, so I just go for this trade anyways. As you can see, walking up, don't even need to do the first E. We get 2 autos in. We E for the PTA proc, and then we piece the fuck out. We walk back, another auto. Actually, don't E away right away. I give him this auto for free so I can get an extra CS, and then we back up because there is a Lilia behind us. We see Twitch bot.
So I was just gonna AFK here, and then once I get level 2, I can like maybe pressure again. But I was just gonna straight up like maybe wait, get XP for these, maybe go like check our Krugs, whatever. But
yeah, so there's a Lilia behind us, so we're chilling.
Decide
I can go for get level 2 as well.
So we see Lilia mid, which is Fog. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll let the man speak. My bad.
We see Twitch bot.
Keep going, dude. You're smurfing.
Yeah, so there's a Lilia behind us.
Test. It seems, dude, it's too quiet. I need to turn it up. You gotta speak up, bro.
Not a big deal. Just trying to get Fury for my level 2 if possible. We see Lilia crosses, so we're chilling. We can still do our level 2 as planned, but he does get level 2 as well off of this melee. I try to rush it and just like, okay, so this minion, I don't actually try to get this minion. I just try to walk forward, make sure this minion dies to set up my E, and then double dash on him. So we hit our second dash, so we get enough Fury, but he does get his hop off. And I activated my W, which kind of blows. But here's what I do.
Dude, if I didn't,
different than what a lot of people would do.
If I didn't activate my W here, I actually have lethal. So I don't think I should have tried to rush the W activation because I actually have lethal. If I flash auto W, ignite auto.
The situation is I actually flash
on
this guy because I'm a psychopath. And I like flashing on people to trade flashes and get a chunk on them to like set up dives or like force their TP. So I actually just flash on him.
PogChamp.
Just to burn his flash.
Yeah, see? If I had an extra auto there and then ignite, he's dead.
So then yeah, he's scared of getting dove. So he just recalls and TP's back to try and like manage the wave better. And obviously get his health back. Dive, by the way. This is actually important.
So I said I already pinged this dive, by the way.
Listen to your calls. You actually have to ping very early.
Listen to this, man.
I'm
communication.
Also, like, because you need to control their pathing, right? And Lilia, I think Lilia did our red. Pretty sure. So his red actually isn't up. So I'm just telling him right now, right away, like, we can dive top. Like, I want to play for dive top. It's really free if I have empowered W. With Lee Sin, like, Lee Sin dives with Renekton are so good, especially onto Mini Gnar. Even if he's mega, we can kill him, though. So Lee goes for mid play. So I actually slow this down to push 4 waves. So with how the level 1 and level 2 went, Gnar was actually contesting the wave. There aren't like that many extra minions alive on my side. Like there are some, like this minion is, but it's gonna die soon. Then there are like 3 casters, but it's a cannon wave. If it's only that many, like it really doesn't push that fast. So I slow it down to fit in a Hog 4th wave. And then then here I talk about how I ping again after Lee does his mid play to like assure him I still want to go for the play and like remind him because he might have been tunneled on the play. Basically, like after someone makes a play, ping again, because it's more consistent. So then I'm just saying like make sure you have enough fucking fury for your empowered W and you're not trying to like have 35 fury, walk up and then auto Q empower W or some shit. Like don't empower Q to push the wave faster if you don't need to. Just keep your 50 fury to get W 50 fury again because it makes everything so simple. And I actually play this dive bad. I should just wait. So I'm trying to like rush before he gets Mega Gnar. I actually don't play it bad. The Lee Sin plays it bad. He should just be, I don't know why he doesn't just Q, but whatever. So I get nervous here and I actually E in and try to full combo rather than just queuing and Eing out. But it's fine. And then I should have bought Dirk here and then this shit would be over. But I buy Caulfield's because I was doing like a weird mini game with like my E cooldown versus his E cooldown, trying to make it an even bigger window to punish more. And yeah, I don't know what the fuck else happened. But this video got a bit long, but if you stuck out for the whole thing, all 45 minutes of it, I don't know, maybe I should cut that into 2 parts. I don't know. Next time I'll try to keep the reviews concise, but it is some good content, I do feel, and is worth your time if you're trying to beat the shit out of some little punk range top motherfuckers. So yeah, if you enjoy the video, subscribe, maybe share it with your friends, your Renekton buddies. That would be awesome. Like, comment, get me in the algorithm so I pump out more content because I'm succeeding. So you can watch my content, then I can succeed more, and then you get more content, and it's a sick back and forth, and everybody's happy. So yeah, I'll try to do more shit like this in the future and keep getting better at it. As you can see, I improved from the last time. Last time I was super long-winded and very uncomfortable. So a bit more comfortable this time. I'm just swapping my scenes all over the place. We're a mess. I'll catch you on the flippity flip. Thanks for watching. Y'all have a good one.